Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the Division A matchup tonight versus Yuumi Only and AQ Esports. You're getting the same wonderful crew. You got me, CJ, we're doing the color feed tonight, and alongside me is Art doing the play-by-play for y'all tonight. And I'm doing good. How are you doing, Art?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. Definitely less issues tonight than there were last night, so hopefully going to be a much better cast coming forward tonight. The Mordekaiser and the Zillion bands coming in from Yuumi and the Sejuani. And Sivir followed up with that.
Yeah, these are all some very typical bands. I mean, Zillion can be very plausible in that mid lane with the serious wave control, quick roam pressure with the speed up, and once he gets to that late game, gets his tiers stacked up, and the damage starts to come through it. Those bombs will start to hurt a lot. The Sejuani can be very lethal in the jungle, and this Sivir is, even though they did a slight nerf to the Essence Reaver and affected her a little bit, she's still very, very strong.
Do you know where else that Sejuani can be really, really strong, CJ? Support with an ADC Yasuo. Dam1 Gaming did that this morning against Sandbox, and that was the only game of the series I got to watch, and holy, those stacks just got filled so fast.
That's the Yuumi Only gets the Yuumi. I love it.
I was actually gonna wait for that band to come through, and they didn't, so I figured it was just the team name. And there's that Yasuo, as I mentioned, teamed up with the Sejuani, super strong. Not going to be an option, unfortunately. The reason it was so strong is Q does apply on hit effects, including the Sejuani passive on her W. So Yasuo goes in, auto attacks, Qs, and now you have 2 stacks on them already. Sejuani charges in, that's a 3rd stack. Flail, now you've got a stun.
Yeah, that could seriously add up over time and really start to leave your health bar getting a little low. Looking like maybe an Anami lock in here. I'm gonna get the finalized on that. I'm a big fan as a bot lane player of Anami playing with one. Excuse me. It's allows you to play aggressive, get the sustain, and seriously has some good all-in potential. But I've seen the Alistar hovered.
Oh, that'll be interesting. I don't think it's going to be coming through based on the Yuumi picked already. Could see it going top, however, it is Djox with the Smite there hovering it, so it looks like it would be a jungle pick. Yep, that's the Karthus, more expected. I do like the Nami as well with the Yasuo, a very, very common pick to go with Yasuo, heralding all the way back to when Yasuo was released as well.
Yep, and some of these champs that I have seen synergize here for the bot lane with the Yuumis, Sivir was really good, but we can see that she got banned out. I have had success with Kai'Sa. Lucian can work really well. Ezreal can work really well. Some of those champions that can kind of have mobility and stuff like that, they need to have the getaway. Otherwise, if you're pretty immobile, having the Yuumi on top, you don't have a ton of peel, and someone gets in your face, and they're going to be in your face.
Absolutely. I kind of actually like the idea of the Yasuo Nami being the bot lane already for AQ here into that Kai'Sa Yuumi. The spell or the Wind Wall would be really good against most of Kai'Sa's abilities, but instead it's going to be that Caitlyn being locked in for the AD carry of choice here for AQ.
So that's looking like it could be a very tough bot lane for the Kai'Sa Yuumi. Kai'Sa's attack range isn't necessarily the biggest, but no one is necessarily the furthest in comparison to Caitlyn, so it could be a very dominant lane in the side of the Nami Caitlyn, but Yuumi sustain on top of Kai'Sa's all in. Could be looking for some maybe teleports down to the bot side, or a lot of things can still happen. So
absolutely, especially when you pair it with the Karthus Ultimate Post 6. The Riven ban coming through. That's not a very typical ban that you see going to anybody. It takes a lot of practice to get very good on that champion.
Yeah, it could maybe be a target ban here towards their top side of the map. I mean, especially if she gets rolling, she can be a big-time lane bully. And then if she gets snowballing out of those lanes, gets those big items, her build path can be all over the place in today's state. So she's definitely, I've been seeing her played more and more and more across, I know, my solo queue games and the games I've been playing in. So she's definitely a takeaway from possibly a good pick in the top laner's pool.
Absolutely. And there's that Orianna taking away another knockup opportunity here for the Yasuo. Still a fair amount of those left open. Lee Sin is a very common jungle pick you'll see that would be able to do that. The Gragas is the other big one.
Yeah, Gragas is definitely a good pick here. He's definitely able to add a lot more CC than I think Lee Sin can. A lot more dependable CC and kind of give him more of that bruisier front line that they're looking for right now. They do have the Nami at the support, so getting this Gragas here in the jungle, and I can maybe see him rounding off with another bruiser in the top lane, maybe some AP damage to kind of help with that. Maybe the Gragas is going to go into, I see him going Ludens into Glacial, and then go full tank from there.
There's definitely a lot of
But
options here for the side of AQ with
oh,
their
no
build
doubt.
path, especially with not knowing what that last character is here. Xerath, the pickup into Yasuo. Um, Definitely know you can block the E. What about the Q? Is that blockable by Wind
Nope.
Wall?
It's the
No?
same thing as like a Vel'Koz or a Lux. It's like a laser beam. It's not considered a projectile, so it's unblockable by the Yasuo Windwall. So Xerath should be able to keep Yasuo within checks, and should be interesting. We do have some pretty good matchups here, but we got the Urgot coming through.
Urgot's a very good pick. Definitely great into some of the tankier people like how Gragas would be likely to build. TF being the hover here for It's John for potentially a mid lane TF, which would be the top Yasuo. Yeah, that Syndra is mid lane mage with Yasuo going topside. So we'll have Yasuo into the Urgot, not into the Xerath. That's going to make it much more difficult here for that Urgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yasuo will definitely be able to burst and get around the Urgot and get away from his W active. But 5v5 across the board, both teams I see with high win potentials coming across in their comps. I'm favorable if I'm as an AD carry player, if I'm looking game to game. I love being on top of Kai, so you can be in so much control, especially with the big mobility, with the second scan upgrade and the invisibility and the alt mobility. I like favorable probably on the side of Yuumi only here from my end.
Absolutely, I feel very similar about that as well. They don't have a lot of 1-4 or 1-3-1 opportunities for AQ either. It's both big team fighty compositions. They both want to get in your face, and they want to just go ham and kill you constantly. So if AQ falls behind, it's going to definitely put it in favor of Yuumi only, but vice versa. If the Yasuo and Gragas can really get going, it's going to be very difficult for a Yuumi to be able to shut that down.
Exactly. We did see last night, though, that even though there could be a 10K gold deficit, that teams can still come out with a big fight win, even though comp might succeed a little more than the others. But I'm excited for tonight's game. We got some high skill cap players looking to go head to head here in our A division matchup, so I'm stoked, Art.
Absolutely, same here. We will be joining you guys again shortly as we take a quick break as we get into game here. Welcome back, everyone, to Yuumi Only versus AQ Esports. We've just loaded on onto the Rift here now, and we are going to start our level 1. And it looks like AQ here, red side once again, going for that 5-stack, this time top side. And it looks like blue side once again going for that more spread out vision for seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too exciting coming from either team here. Not a lot of insane level 1 CC unless maybe the Nami bubble or if Gregus starts his body slam, but then he loses a lot of his early clear potential off of that, so...
Absolutely. The other option would have been if the Xerath had gone for the E instead of the Q, but again, lots of clear lost there as well.
Very true. But, really nothing too interesting level 1. I know we were kind of chatting here in the off-screen load-in, how both teams have their high win percent possibilities with the poke between the Xerath and the Karthus and the all-in with the Kai'Sa Yuumi attached to each other, and got the other side with the nasty Yasuo wombos coming from left and right field with between the Gragas, the Syndra, the Nami, so a lot of terrorizing knockups coming from there for squishies like the Xerath, the Karthus, the Kai'Sa, but I think it's going to be a skill matchup across the board tonight.
Here's hoping. Definitely looks that way looking at the champ select. Syndra, Xerath, very much that kind of deal. The Caitlyn, Nami into the bot lane, very much that. Yasuo, Urgot, we were discussing again off screen here. It doesn't feel like either of them is going to have too great of an opportunity to get those solo kills, and it's going to very much come down to the rotations here in this game. Based on that, who do you give the advantage to in these rotations here, CJ?
I mean, I definitely would want to say, like, in these kind of early skirmishes that Gragas definitely favors more. Karthus is looking to possibly just hard power farm early in this game. He doesn't really have too much unless he turns into an aimbot and hits a ton of Qs. But I see him more looking to power farm. I think he's talking to his laners like, hey guys, just survive. I need to get my 6 especially, get some minus going, get close to that Runic Echo. So if skirmishes do happen, I do give the favorable side to the AQ Esports, especially with the early damage coming from a Syndra combo at level 3, the Yasuo early with the constant DPS, and then the Gragas CC is just hard to compare with early.
Absolutely. I know you do see Syndra getting a little bit of that shove in here, mid lane onto the Xerath, which if she can keep that up, we'll give her that opportunity to roam first into these other lanes. Though Xerath does have phenomenal wave clear with that Q once he gets it leveled up.
Yeah, most definitely. But both of them do got to be... Syndra's a little more mana conservative with her kit in comparison to Xerath, but the Xerath does have his beloved passive, where if he does get some autos off, he can get a little bit of that blue greatness of the mana back in his inventory to keep him in lane a little longer.
Absolutely. Continuing on, just a lot of poking across the board. Yasuo pushed really far up against this Urgot so far, too.
Yeah, he definitely has the comfort of knowing that the Gragas is in river up there, so if and knowing that he's on the dominant side, so has no worry about possibly seeing the Karthus come up there, and if he does, the Karthus doesn't have a lot of lined up CC, and if anything, it'd have to be an Urgot flip to possibly have a successful gank, so he's able to proc his chest up and play up with pride and take it to the Urgot here early.
Yeah, and a very good trade there as well. We saw top side there, bringing Urgot down to about half health, forcing the use of that pot there. And Yasuo is still almost full health, still has that pot in inventory too.
No, this is the first time I've seen these two arcade skins in-game, the Kai'Sa one and the Caitlyn one. This is the only Kai'Sa skin I'm personally missing. I'm not a fan.
I played with the Caitlyn with the arcade one earlier, and the ultimate is very difficult to track comparatively to some of her other skins. The line for the arcade icon is a little less forgiving than some of the other ones, in my opinion.
I mean, I got Pulsar Caitlyn, and once I got that one out of a beloved mystery box, I just kind of stick with that one mostly. All the animations I find are pretty smooth and stuff like that, but yeah, looks like we're getting some first bases in here.
Yeah. Yasuo gonna go stop that, making sure it's not a bait using the dash, just gonna use the Q. We do know that Karthus is on the other side of the map, so definitely not a bait there from Urgot, but definitely a good way of making sure that's not the case. We do see Urgot is low on mana, so he is probably looking to genuinely back here. Interesting choice to do it right there, though.
maybe he like sort of wanted to back, see what Yasuo would do, but a guaranteed back there, I really wasn't going to be a possibility.
No. Good knock-up again there from Yasuo. As we see, he's doing a very good job of staying ahead in this lane. I kind of want to see him try to push for that level 6 really hard here. See if he can get it before Urgot and just go in and try to take him down. Considering he's got him at half health already, has the advantage in the lane. If he can just push that advantage just a little bit further, it would be amazing. And if he can't, no harm in taking that trade when you know that Urgot is still 5.
Very true. I see Kai'Sa picks up the pickaxe here in comparison to the Caitlyn BF sword, so I'm interested to see what this Kai'Sa decides to build the pickaxe into, whether it could be a Rage Blade Rush, or maybe she's going that I have seen go IE first, but I feel like she loses a lot of her core build, so maybe she's getting it instead of the tier for the Mirror Mana, but I'm intrigued to see where she goes with this.
Absolutely. We did see Urgot managing to get that back by his boots to get the armor off of the Yasuo. As we mentioned, that Q from Yasuo does apply on-hit effects. So I believe the Ninja Tabi also reduces the damage of the Q, considering it is basically counted as an auto attack, despite being an ability. And Yasuo here is going to shove in wave and then walk back, keeping the teleport advantage here for AQ.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing everyone get their first bases in. Mid lane still sticking around strong, have really no reason to back. They're both pretty good on HP and good on their mana potentials. Maybe looking for a gank potential into the mid lane here soon to slide the advantage one way or the other. But the Syndra's definitely dominating a couple wave differential between the Xerath and...
Yeah, oh, we're going to see a decent exchange going on here. The Yasuo is going to keep going in. It looks like he's gotten the... that's going to be the knockup. The ultimate comes in, and that's going to be killed. Very, very quickly handed over there on top side.
Very cleanly executed flash body slam flash, excuse me, by the Gragas. John there making a very clean execution, popping the Predator, getting on top of that immobile Urgot with the free lineup for the last breath on top of Yasuo, starting with that BF sword, and that's just going to be a lot of damage this early into the game.
Yep, and that's Djox making his turn to try to get a gank off, but it looks like he might be the one caught out here, as Wade's going to move in with the Syndra. That's going to be a flash from both of them. Greedy Bros coming in, that's TP in from Yasuo, and behind them, that's going to be a scary opportunity for them to come into. Yeah, that's going to be a Djox taking a bunch of damage. That's the stun being brought onto the Kai'Sa. Flash forced out of the jungler there. Kai'Sa brought super low. He's brought down. The E's going to land onto the Syndra here. He's going to probably get the rest of the team away. The wind wall here from Yasuo is going to be able to let him keep going. He's going to get the exhaust out as well from Yuumi here. But that looks like it's going to be all that they wrote for this bottom lane. 1-for-1 trade here.
Yep, we're going to see that the teleport does come out, and this Yasuo now, he did pick up only an assist in the top lane earlier, so no kill secured, but with that BF sword early does have a ton of damage. But yeah, that was definitely a fight, in my opinion, favorable of AQ. They were able to all get down here. Possibly could have, especially with Yasuo on this side of the map, gone to the dragon, but he would have sacrificed a lot of gold on the top side of the map.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think AQ is still a little bit in control of this game.
Absolutely. It is unfortunate that Yasuo did not get the kill or an assist actually off of that bot lane. He did not manage to get damage onto the Kai'Sa, who was the person who ultimately went down, as he had dove onto Djox to try to get that. So not much more gold into the side of Fate's Call here, despite the use of the teleport.
Yep, but he was able to pick up the Zerkers.
That's going to be a bunch of damage going in here. That's going to be the flip. It's going to be return. The flash away from Urgot here. The wind wall again, going to be able to get Yasuo back and forth, avoiding that machine gun. Very even trade going back and forth here. That's going to be the jump. That's the ultimate here from Urgot. Is he going to be able to get in close enough to do enough damage? Does not look like it. That will be the Karthus ultimate coming through, though. Does not come through just in time. The ultimate from Yasuo is going to go back to topside, and that is going to be the kill given over to Fate's Call. Very well played there by the Yasuo topside.
Incredible patience on the Yasuo there, taking his time, playing it about as slowly as he could, making sure that the Urgot ult gets drawn out.
Oh, here's coming to the Karthus as well. He's going to get the slow off. I don't believe he hit the scuttle there. And that's going to be another hit Q from the Yasuo onto yet another champion here in this top lane.
Yasuo's definitely starting to snowball a little early, getting quite a good CS difference on this. Urgot now has a kill and assist to his 2 deaths.
Oh, that's Kaisa and Yuumi coming into mid lane. That's Syndra caught out a little bit of flash out. That's Yuumi ultimate. That's going to be the body flash. The ultimate coming in from Greedy Bros to get out. And that's going to be 2 ultimates expended on the side of Yuumi for the flash of the mid laner. And now the ultimate coming in from Syndra as well to push Xerath back.
It's a couple suns coming out there. They did pick up the Xerath barrier, though, when Syndra did use her ultimate there. So that is now eliminated, but it's looking like AQ possibly coming to make a dragon play here.
Absolutely. Looking topside once more, we do see a 2-level, just now mitigated to 1-level advantage for the Yasuo over Damage Mental.
The dragon
That's the stun onto the Karthus. That's going to be a decent amount of damage with the throw back on. Another Q landing. That's going to be a third. That's going to be the ultimate coming through from the Caitlyn. Not required, though, as they kill her very quickly. Miss 2. Looks like miss 3 as well. All 3 misses on the Syndra is going to be able to have her walking out scot-free as well. Free pickup onto the Karthus. A little bit greedy there, trying to get to the dragon.
No, we're seeing some very clean rotations here on the side of AQ Esports. Picking up these easy picks on the immobile champions like the Karthus, like the Xerath. Being able to execute. Yes, Xerath yet to die yet, but this Karthus
Urgot's in behind Caitlyn here. That's going to make it difficult for him. Going to be able to dodge the first ones. Going to not get the knockover. He's going to keep going. That's the Q. That's the ultimate in, but that's not going to be pulled in. That's finally the pull in, and that's going to be the shutdown on Syndra.
The Q just with enough reach to get within the execute range for the Urgot ultimate and secure that kill. Help him out a little bit, even though he has quite the big deficit in the top lane. Has to try and get around the map and be utilized elsewhere.
Absolutely. We do see Yasuo taking a bunch of those turret plates topside, though, on the backside of that. So, very good time for the Yasuo to get all that money. Karthus is back bottom side again here. Slow's going to hit from Yuumi onto the Nami. That's going to be the ultimate. Going to be the kill handed over here. No engagement, though, from the Karthus. So, unfortunate for him, not going to be able to collect any gold from that kill.
Nope, he was not able to secure any money on that, but just allowing a little bit of pressure can pick up the kill for... unfortunately, Yuumi got the kill, but a kill's a kill, and first turret goes down 12 minutes into the game for the Yasuo.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the advantage that they've got with that Yasuo being so big in this top lane here. Karthus not wanting to go and deal with him. Static Shiv and BF Sword already completed for him. So... I think they've just told Urgot, try to stay alive, try to keep towers up, and just get money, as Yasuo is sort of going away with this game right now.
Yeah, it's going to be up to him to kind of push his lead elsewhere around the map, see what he can do to start to take control of this game in some aspect, but I'm going to start to see maybe them play through the mid lane now that Yasuo is looking to kind of push his lead elsewhere. He's got a big level gap and huge gold difference, and maybe we're looking for a stun here in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the stun also out from the Xerath. That's the ultimate. That's a bunch of damage. That's going to be Xerath forced to back. He's very close to being diveable by this Yasuo.
I think Yasuo was just a little out of range for that stun. It's a very small window for there is a knock-up off of that stun there for the possibility for Yasuo to ult, but I think it was just...
Oh, that's the ultimate there onto the Urgot instead. The flip's going to come through. That's going to be the machine gun coming in, but that's going to be so much damage coming in from Yasuo. It doesn't have to worry too much. That's going to be the wind wall, and then the flash is going in onto Xerath here. He's going to do a bunch of damage. That's Karthus brought super low. The Q hits onto Xerath. Does get the double kill, but does go down to the Skittle from Karthus at the end there.
Yeah, we're starting to see a lot of these kills rack up onto the Yasuo, and he's starting to get more and more of these core items. And he's just going to become more and more terrifying, especially with that big wombo that they have. With the Fed Yasuo, of any sort of explosive cast from the Gragas cadets on the squishies, that it could mean a lot of damage just coming through.
Yeah. We do see past 14 minutes, so there are no more turret plates to cash in, as well as the first tower being taken, so we're not likely to see Rift taken here in this game, I would suspect, unless it's just a freebie. Syndra getting to do decent damage to that tower because of the kill given over by Yasuo, and now we're just going to see all of our lanes reset.
Yeah, we're starting to see everyone kind of mold into these first items here. Both of the Ludens coming out from each side of the middle lanes. Got that Mirror Mana coming out from the Kaisa. I'm assuming that IE is very close to being purchased here from the side of Caitlyn. Urgot's still looking to complete that Black Cleaver while Yasuo is near completion of his Infinity Edge, so we definitely know where the power is coming from at this point in the game.
Absolutely. And we do see, I believe that is a Cinder Hulk here onto our... No, it's the Runic Echoes on Gragas. So that's where some more AP damage is going to come in. On the top side, however, we do see the Gragas and the Yasuo were chasing Urgot there. And as mentioned, Rift wasn't going to be taken unless it's freebie. And this looks like a pretty free Rift.
Yeah, this is kind of what I expected from the Gregs. The Predator Gregus jungle here to synergize with the Yasuo. Start off with the Runic Echoes, maybe make his way into a...
Oh, another stun here onto the Xerath. That's a bunch of damage coming in. That the ultimate. That's going to be another barrier. And the kill coming through with the last Q hitting. That's a solo kill in the mid lane.
That's a lot of damage coming from that Syndra.
Absolutely. With the Luden's Echoes completed as well as the boots finished as well. This is a potential dive here bot side though. That's definitely a dive here. Nami goes down incredibly quickly, but does manage to knock up Djux. Doesn't get the kill. Yasuo's coming in. Not going to be able to find them though. Lack of vision. That's going to be both mid towers going down here, it looks like, to this Rift. And Gragas and Cinder as well. If we swap back over, it looks like Yasuo is going for the chase here into that mid lane. Gragas is there with Syndra. They might be able to catch him. That's another flash body slam. That's going to be the cast as well. That's Karthus down. Yumi's jumping away. Nothing's going to hit. That's going to be Gragas not surviving with the stopwatch. My apologies. He got taken out just too soon because he does not hit with that W either. So that's going to be everybody else walking away. 1 for 1. Both junglers go down. Dragon, though, being started by AQ. They don't care that they don't have a jungler.
Yeah, we're definitely able to see that. It's just so even just being there creates a lot of pressure with the 2-level difference in the top wave in comparison to the Urgot. I mean, Xerath is still going to do a ton of damage. Just Kai'Sa is 113 getting into her core items, but she still needs those 3 items to become really strong. Get that second skin upgrade, the invisibility, the insane attack speed between the Nashor's Tooth and the Rage Blade, and just keep rolling from there. But eventually she's going to become very strong.
Oh, that's a teleport coming in to stop Yasuo from dashing behind that tower. That tower, though, is brought very, very low already. That's one more. Yeah, that's the tower brought down regardless of the teleport, and no kill coming through. Did have an interesting choice, in my opinion, to use that teleport there.
Yeah, most definitely. We didn't really see Yasuo kind of going further up and past the turret, but Kai'Sa and Yuumi weren't really in that much of a danger, so you're right, the teleport could be a little... overzealous there, but does respect the Yasuo quite a lot. He is now completing that Infinity Edge and working on what looks like could be a Sterix gauge, so he's a scary boy, this one.
Absolutely, and he's going to just continue to get scarier as the game goes on with all of these knockups that they've managed to get into their draft as well here.
Alright, we're getting to this 18, maybe 20-minute point. We're starting to see the control of this game come through. Got a 4K gold lead on the side of AQ Esports. Most of it's in the Yasuo. More of it's in the Syndra. What are you thinking of this game so far?
Well, it's definitely going to come down to how they can continue to play these lanes. We do see that AQ is going for a 1-3-1 with Syndra and Yasuo. That's going to be, Syndra catching out the Urgot here, doing a bunch of damage. That's the ultimate, not going to be able to be finishing him off. We do see Yasuo caught out here by 3. That's going to be him going through. The wind wall does stop Yumi's ultimate. Flash from Urgot as well, but that's going to be the ultimate coming in from Caitlyn to finish him off. Yasuo is still managing to survive. That's him going onto Karthus. That's Karthus dead. That's still 3 of them here, though, to Yasuo. That's going to be the Conqueror. That's going to be a double kill. The triple onto Yuumi as well. He's going to continue on to Karthus. The flash away. The stun does not connect, but the slow will. That's going to be the Q. Not going to be able to get it because he can dash to those minions. That is a very fed Yasuo now.
That is a very terrifying Yasuo. He's able to 1v 3.5. Xerath was almost there, and he's able to start continuing to apply pressure even with the minimal health that he has. And his team's just going to walk it down the top lane.
Yeah, 1-4-1 coming out here with the Yasuo so far ahead compared to anybody else on the side of Yuumi Only. That's going to be an inhibitor tower going down. I don't think Urgot can get there in time or apply enough pressure to stop them. I'm not sure the inhibitor itself will go down with the rest of the team coming back up here. No, it's going to be the Karthus stunned up. So much damage coming out of the Syndra with just the QE. The QW coming out from that. They are going for the inhibitor. That's going to be the flash. That's Karthus, but very low. The Q does not quite connect. Nami ultimate's going to go in. That's going to stop the Karthus. But Urgot's going, and he's doing so much damage, but not going to be enough. Yasuo does get the tower on the backside. Karthus ult does a bunch of damage. Syndra's brought super low, but not low enough to be dead. Zero as well is super low, but that's going to be the other 4 walking off, as Yasuo is now pressuring the other inhibitor turret on the bottom side of this play.
AQ got pushed to really low here, and that Urgot was able to get just melted down. If he was able to stay alive a little longer, get those Conqueror procs off and heal, and his backup of the team maybe could have helped them. And that fight very, very closely could have went in the side of Yuumi Only and turned this game possibly a little bit around, but they were able to close out the kill on the Urgot and stay alive and keep their shutdown goals. And we're looking at almost an 8K differential here, approaching the 20-minute mark.
Absolutely. We've already seen the base broken on the top side as well. The inhibitor not down just yet, but that is a lot of pressure there where they have to keep an eye on that. Baron has spawned, and bot lane being pushed out here by Urgot. Thankfully for him, there's a little bit of vision to keep him safe, and nobody's over there. But very dangerous for this level 11 Urgot to be off on his own compared to even the level 10 Caitlyn here.
Yep. No, I'd like to see, which I'm sure AQ is beginning to work on, to get the vision control on the top side of the map. Start getting your wave pressures in the top and
Nami
the middle
going in
lane.
on Yuumi. Not going to be able to connect Karthus there to get her to safety.
Yeah, get their pressure on the top and middle waves, and eventually make a look for this Baron. With the Fed Yasuo, the Syndra with the Zone, and the big strong Caitlyn, that this Dragon, or the Baron, excuse me, should have no problems to be going down.
Absolutely not, especially with that Mountain Drake on the side of AQ here as well. It looks like the call here is all ready to go. They have decent vision, but that one ward there is going to have been spotted at the very last moment as well. Yeah, that is the Baron go call. Urgot here is in the front line, but we've seen how fast he can get melted, absolutely. Looks like there's still a little bit of hesitation from Yuumi Only about if they have to go in or not. That's the ultimate coming in. Not going to be able to kill the Nami. That's Karthus going down super quick. Yasuo is rooted here, taking a bunch of damage. Not going down, though, and that's going to have to be Yuumi Only walking away from this. Not getting a whole lot of anything except for 2 more deaths.
Now, Yasuo still does have this last breath, so be looking for possibly a flash body slam here.
It is, but not going to be going in on that. That's so much damage under Urgot. The stun comes through and that's going to kill him. Another stopwatch used by It's John now to keep himself safe as they take out the inhibitor. And it looks like they're going to start looking to other lanes. Yep, mid lane is the call here for AQ.
Yep, now I'd possibly like to see maybe a reset and then get down there. They really don't have minions approaching much anywhere. They have a short wave kind of coming with the mid. Maybe they collect this turret. I don't see them possibly getting more than this. They are very, very strong, so Yuumi might just surrender these objectives here to him, is what it's looking like.
Yeah, now if Yasuo had stayed, there was an opportunity, and that's Karthus going in with the flash. He's going to super low. It's John is going to go down to this ultimate. Same with Zero. And that's going to be greedy going in. Not going to be able to get anything. Yasuo is going to do so much damage with just a single attack. That's going to be the knock-up coming in. That's going to be the Fate's Breath coming in. So many dead. The knockover for Yasuo finally shut down, but Syndra picks up a 4th kill here. And it's left to Urgot to defend this tower, and that's not going to be able to be too well done. That's going to be the ult flashed away by Keelan to stop that. Bunch of damage coming in from the shotguns. We're going to continue to do damage. The stun comes through, and the Q, that's the ace for Keelan.
Wow. Syndra mechanics are at a prime time example here by Keelan. Being able to kite away the Urgot, stay calm and collected, get those good combos out, and secure the kill on this Urgot. Being able to dodge the ult there was nicely executed. They're going to get a free Ocean Dragon here on the side of AQ. Kills are 21-9. The gold lead is starting to seriously expand here. They're starting into their 3rd items in comparison to Yuumi getting their 2nd, and it's starting to roll away here, Art.
Absolutely, and this is sort of what we predicted in the Champ Select here. Both of these teams have phenomenal 5v5 team fights, but not much other than that. And we did see that with Tetarox on that Xerath, a lot of potential for poke. Same with D-Jox on the Karthus. But AQ is just saying, let's go. We'll just be in your face constantly. It doesn't matter if you poke us because you'll be dead before you can do that.
Exactly. When a Yasuo comp gets ahead, it can become very, very terrifying.
That's going to be the Xerath brought so low off of the 1 stun. Immediately forced to flash as well. Yasuo pushing in mid lane. That's going to be another inhibitor going down for them here. Gragas there to support him. The threat of that knockup is probably going to be too much for most of them. No, that's the Righteous Glory going in for damage mental. But not much is going to collect. That's going to be the Gragas using the stopwatch once more. Karthus is dead once again. Yasuo is finally brought down. Karthus is going to manage to get the Gragas. But there's still 3. No, he does not get the Gragas. I believe there's a shield there from the Nami to be enough. Xerath is going to miss his ultimate. That's going to still be the mid lane inhibitor going down just a little bit later. The stun onto the Kai'Sa, and then lots of damage coming in from the ultimate. The stopwatch to prevent the ultimate, but the Q coming in from Syndra as well. That's left Xerath and Yuumi Only alive for Yuumi Only.
Yep, and this looks like it will be the end of the road for Yuumi Only, and AQ Esports will close at this game in roughly about 25 minutes here, with a dominating performance coming across the map.
Absolutely.
Very well executed. Oh, and they're just buffing stats at this point.
Absolutely. We can see it here as they want to get those more kills. And then they finally end the game. 25 minutes and 25 seconds here as we go into the end screen here for AQ versus Yuumi.
Yep, we do have a ton of damage. What looks like coming from that Yasuo. The Syndra, though. My god. That's some heat.
Absolutely. So much damage coming in from the side of AQ Esports. Not a lot of mitigation in on the side for Yuumi Only either, so that seems to be the main problem that came through for them. Before we go to our end game, we would like to announce the winner for our enhanced keyboard giveaway. Our winner is at Henry Howard on Instagram. That is HENRY_HOWRAD on Instagram. Please make sure you DM GG League on Instagram to be able to claim your prize. Thank you again, everybody, for coming to watch GG League tonight. Don't forget, you can find us on Instagram, where we just had our giveaway, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch, where you are right now. And we will see you guys next week.